I'm a big deal. Yeah, that's why you notice me. They know what's up with me. The gangsters say what's up to me. I take my time when I'm counting my knots. This song my hue blow, cause it's time to watch. I'm a big deal. You know what's up with me. Very big deal. Yeah, you know what's up with me.
Boy, that Texans game was trash.
I seen that one coming.
30.
I mean, I knew they were
seconds of it left.
Yeah, 31-20. It looks a little better since they scored 2 touchdowns, but
yeah, in garbage time.
Yeah. So is that Chiefs? Are they going to make the run again? I mean, I can't base it off the first game, but I will say this: it didn't look like they needed any kind of preseason because them boys came out there playing pretty good, like off the bat.
Rookie running back, LA, he looking nice.
I just picked him up on my fantasy today.
Yeah, I got him on mine too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of them. I don't know. I'm in like 3 or 4 of them.
I just got beat on one of them by that running back.
Damn. Yeah, my dad had Kelsey.
Quarterback.
That's crazy. 31 points, first game of the season. It's tough.
Man.
Nice for them though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I expected them to come out high. The Rockets, they're down 3-1 now.
Looking over for them.
Man.
And what's the Nuggets and the Clippers at? The Clippers up like what, 2?
They are 3-1. Yeah. It's looking like
I'm ready for the LA.
Yeah. I mean, Mavs got really close to beating the Clippers.
I thought maybe the Nuggets could be a problem for the Clippers because Jokic is so dangerous and they really didn't have no one to guard him. But
Murray's been balling too. What's his name, Murray?
Yeah, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Jamal Murray.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Paul George and Kawhi, they started finding their rhythm late in the playoffs, and now it's gonna be tough. I mean, man, the Lakers are good. It'll probably go to 7, them and the Clippers, honestly.
Yeah, because Kawhi's going to push it.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Oh, Raptors, Celtics.
George play defense, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a game 7 over on the East, though. Like,
yeah, I think both teams deserve it, man.
It's crazy to me. No matter who's on the Raptors team, they in the playoffs deep every year.
Yeah.
They could have Kawhi. They could have DeRozan.
I know. Yeah, they nice all around too. I like Ibaka too. I know they hurt without Green and Kawhi though. Yeah. I like nice to keep them too. Yeah.
So it's gonna be either Raptors or Celtics versus the Heat. The Heat are balling too.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
Jimmy Buckets.
When we started talking about the playoffs, I didn't even give Jimmy Butler any credit because I didn't think he could do it. But he's on the same mission Kawhi was on last year.
Yeah, with the scrub, he's not shaving for nobody.
Well, say he gonna get it.
I like it. I think it's I mean, it kind of has like that bubble feel, like he's stuck in this bubble. Yeah. He ain't even shaving. He's just going with the, hey, I'm here to ball. I don't care how I look. That mentality.
He's one of them people that the bubble worked out for because he's an introvert. He's very isolated anyway. So
yeah, I feel that.
This is just him living normal life right now.
Honestly, I honestly think the Celtics will win tomorrow. It's going to be Celtics, Heat, and then that's going to be tough. I see the Heat winning though, and then I think it's going to be because really the NBA with the league, if the Celtics go to the finals and it's Lakers Celtics, they're going to be like, oh, it's because of a Kobe thing. They're trying to bring back the vibes and but really I see more of a more promotion towards a LeBron versus his old team, Spoelstra and all that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, Spoelstra's still over there in Miami?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
crazy.
that's going to be. I think that's kind of a more like a better view. Like, oh, he's playing his old team for, for the against the Lakers.
It helps out too because even though Boston's a big market, people want to see Miami at this point because of Jimmy Butler. So it's going to help the ratings in the NBA and everything. Like,
oh yeah,
because it's just Jimmy Butler's going to make it personal. That's how he is.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the Celtics team that's really going to try to make it a fight against the Lakers in the finals. So,
well, also like in that, what was it? Game 6, Game 5, Game 6 when the Heat put who did they just play?
the Bucks.
Bucks. When they put the Bucks away.
Bucks,
Thank you. They like down the stretch as I was watching the game, you could see it in the Heat players. They just wanted it much more than the Bucks did. Like Chris Middleton, he did. You could see he really wanted to win. He was balling out there. But if like Crowder, like guys that really don't have a name on the team were stepping up and putting the work in. So that kind of dictates how that series went.
Do y'all know when Giannis fixed his shot? Because when I started watching the playoffs, he started busting them, and I was like, "Wait, when did that start happening?"
Who was it?
Giannis started busting threes here in the playoffs. Like, did he start doing that, or did that happen somewhere along the season?
Giannis is, I know for like in the All-Star game, he would shoot a bunch of threes, and he would make a few. But I think that's where he got his confidence, was playing games like that. He said, "Oh, I can shoot these," and he started shooting them a little more. It's like Lopez.
Man, I like the Lopez twins, man. Like I like them as a bunch. Man.
Lopez twins versus the Gasol twins.
Oh, the Gasol twins, but
yeah,
are we talking like one-on-one?
Yeah, one-on-one. I mean, I can't say right now because in the prime, right now probably the Lopez twins.
All right, well, okay. What about the Gasol twins versus the Morris twins?
I still
like
got
the
the
Morris twins.
I'd still say the Gasol twins just because the height.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know though. If they're playing 2-on-2, if they're just playing 2-on-2, speed kills. So yeah, I don't know. Gasol twins are probably the most dynamic twins in NBA history that I could think of.
For sure.
So NFL, we have let me see, week 1. I want to look at some of these games. Oh, they canceled preseason.
We got the Cowboys and the Rams.
They'll play the Rams, yeah.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper gonna have to prove himself week 1, man. That's
Yeah, because if CeeDee Lamb catch one and burn off, man.
I'm just saying. I told my friends this just now. I said, look, Derek's gonna have a Pro Bowl year, and then Jerry's gonna have to pay him like $600 million, and then he gets the contract and plays like Bortles.
He's gonna fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. Zeke got his contract, and last year he was not playing like Zeke.
No, yeah, he had $90 million. He was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to get hurt."
For real, trying to collect.
Let's see. We got Washington. We got the Washington no names. I seen a thing on YouTube. It made me mad. This dude was like, he was an analyst talking about, oh, the Eagles are too injured to beat Washington. I'm like, do y'all realize they have nobody? They have Terry McLaurin, their best wide receiver. I mean, other than their defensive line, they have nobody. They have no secondary. They picked up Ronald Darby. He's burnt toast. They have no one. They let go of Josh Norman, and they don't have no one. And we were burning Josh Norman with practice squad players. So,
hey, I always believed that Josh Norman was way overhyped once he left Carolina. So
yeah, I think Carolina just fit him better.
For sure, that system.
What's another good game? Cam's gonna go off on the Dolphins. I think Cam's gonna kill the Dolphins.
Yeah, they really got nobody on their defense. Like I'm excited to see the Dolphins' offense this year more than anything. Like,
I mean, they picked up Byron Jones. That's their best corner, and he's solid.
I don't want to talk about it.
And then they got I mean, they picked up our linebacker. I can't think.
I don't want that animation popping up with him in a Dolphins jersey either. I swear to God.
They got Jordan Howard. They got a good running back group. They got Jordan Howard and who else? They picked
Mozart. No, is it Mozart?
No. Breida, Matt Breida.
The other one from San Fran. Yeah, there
Matt
you go.
Breida. They got a good running back group, but defensively, they look lost.
Who's their quarterback?
They're not. Are they going to start Tua? I don't think so because they dropped
Nah,
Rosen.
I don't think so. It's Fitzpatrick probably.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they'll give you good few games to start the season off.
Yeah, he might actually get a Patriot. Well, nah, because you think about it, they got Gilmore on defense. He's not going to throw like that against them. Maybe like a Bills team or something, but he not winning the Patriot. Cam's going to go crazy. I can see it.
Yeah, they might do good against like the Jets or something.
It's going to be crazy to see Belichick have a quarterback that can actually run.
Yeah, and people fail to realize it. Belichick's he's gonna scheme the offense around Cam just like he did Brady, and that's what took Cam to a Super Bowl when the Panthers did that. So man, who knows? Yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot of different things.
Well,
I would
talk about that Panthers Super Bowl run. We can't leave out the fact that they had a top 5 defense that year.
True. But it's just the way that they abandoned. Like if you look at the Ravens, right? They're built on like the option, like the run pass option. Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram, they play well together. They mesh well because Ingram's the power back, he's up the middle, and Lamar's more the outside kind of runner.
Take off.
Yeah, so I think if the Patriots do that with Cam, with the option, because they got James White, they got
Sonny
Michelle, they got a load of backs they can do that with. So they really don't need receivers, even though they got Edelman. They really don't need that outside threat way they could run the ball.
I think he's going to play like trash to try to leave.
Are you talking about
Edelman?
Edelman? Yeah. I seen a fake news thing talking about he went to the Bucks. I was about to say, man, this league is rigged if he goes to the Bucks.
Oh man,
really?
I think this is the year that I've been saying it for a long time. Tom Brady is good, but he wasn't great. He was just in a great system.
Yeah.
And this year you're going to see that because Bruce Arians does not cater to his quarterbacks. So
I'm pretty sure Bruce thinks that Tom's going to carry him, and when it should be opposite. You know what I mean? And I agree with you. I think you're going to see that the Bucks don't really have that offensive line that the Patriots had for so many years. And
that body's gonna be hurt this year.
Yeah, and they play the Saints first game. I mean, Cam Jordan and those guys are just they're probably gonna bully that offensive line.
I'm looking at the Cowboys schedule. I got high hopes this year, man.
You guys have I'd say fairly decent schedule.
I mean, we got to worry about the Rams.
Let me see. I'm gonna look at y'all schedule.
Maybe if Jared Goff can pull it off.
Yeah, because see, people are believing the hype on Goff. He's not a good quarterback.
We always beat the Rams.
I'm honestly a team that's gonna end up scaring me in the next few years is the Cardinals, because I see them on the season right now. The Cowboys play them, and I'm like, Kyler Murray and Hopkins is gonna be dangerous.
And the thing is with this year, there's I think what's the other team that has a crowd? I know Kansas City's one, but there's another. It might be the Cowboys.
I forgot who they said. Nah.
Oh, you're not having fans?
Somebody. I'm not sure, but they said it tonight. I'm trying to think of who they said.
It might be Seahawks or something. I feel like it'd be one of those cheesy-ass teams. But here's the thing with the Cardinals. Arizona's pretty close to Texas, so it's not a far travel for them. So you'd expect them to play well in Dallas.
I remember growing up, that was a rivalry as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate when we played the Cardinals because it was always.
Dude, I hate the Cardinals because it doesn't matter if they're good or bad, they always beat my team. So I don't really like them anyways.
Yeah, I remember when they got Smith too.
September 10th.
Yeah. Y'all remember that game when I don't know, I was young, but I remember it Emmitt Smith's first game back against Dallas. The first handoff, they handed him the ball, and he went to run up the middle, and Roy Williams met him right at the line and put it on him, man.
No, I don't. My mom she's a Cowboys fan. She likes the Cowboys because they're local. But I mean, I grew up literally since I was like 5, 6. I was watching the Birds. My mom's like, "Why are you watching them?" I'm like, "I like them."
Well, I mean, McNabb was always one of my favorite quarterbacks.
Well, it was Brian Dawkins. I think I said this in a later episode, but just seeing the way he comes out on the field and he's just aggressive. It's like what football is all about, you know, that passion. And when I played football, especially on defense, that's what I held with me. You know, I had that mindset, like, I got to go out here and crush everybody in front of me. So, I blame B-Dog for making me an Eagles fan. Heck, I grew up, I didn't even know that the Cowboys were a rival, you know. I had no idea. I'm like, why we play them twice a year? And then finally realized
as an adult how deep the rivalry is.
Yeah, and now I'm like, when I moved to San Diego, like, I was kind of glad. I was like, man, you know, I get to get away from all the real hard Cowboy fans. But then I still ran into some, like, really, like, crazy Cowboy fans. I'm like,
we everywhere, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I still got to – even I went to the Rams game in L.A., and it was a guy and his wife. His wife was an Eagles fan. The husband was a Cowboys fan. He was sitting, like, 6 rows in front of us. And there was some jerk, like, you know, Eagles fans are jerks. I'm an Eagles fan, so I know. They were just, like, being an asshole to this guy. I'm like, yo, y'all chill. Like, he ain't even doing nothing to y'all. Like, why y'all picking on him? Like, they're like, well, he's at the wrong game. I'm like, no, he's here with his wife. Like, she's an Eagles fan. Just chill. Like, relax.
Cowboys fans get into fights everywhere we go, so.
Man, I had to save – we won that game. We beat the Rams, and I had to save so many Eagles fans from getting their shit punched in because they were talking trash to Aqib Talib, Marcus what's his name? Peters, yeah. They were all talking trash, and I'm like, yo, y'all chill. Like, we're not even trying to fight nobody right now.
Well, yeah, because Talib ain't the one either. Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, no, we're winning. Like, why are y'all trying to fight them?
For real.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so I've always wondered this. Have you ever noticed, like, during football when they get into fights, the first thing they do is rip their helmet off?
Yeah, like, why don't you keep that?
Yeah.
I've seen people punch people in their, like, in the face while they have a helmet on. I'm like, what are you doing? I'd be Mike Tyson going for a body all day.
That shit blows my mind.
Like Myles Garrett did his shit last year with the helmet.
Hit him on the top of the head. Hey, man, he kind of deserved it.
That went both ways on that one.
Yeah.
Right?
There really should have been – it should have been mutual, to be honest.
I always liked the Andre Johnson, Cortland Finnegan fight.
Yeah, that was they was dogging it.
Yeah, they went at it.
I was watching that.
I mean, literally, you watched that play before they really started scrapping. They didn't even – Andre didn't even try to do a route or nothing. They just went to just straight boxing after the step.
What was that, like Crabtree and Ramsey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ramsey, he's like that, though.
Look, so I think I'm pretty cold at Madden, right? When I first started hanging out with Aramis years back, I kept like, come on, man, let's play. He was like, all right, but if I beat you, we never play again. I was like, all right, bet. Well, he beat me. 7 years later, I get the rematch finally. I'm winning. This fool throws the ball with 2 seconds on the clock. Michael Crabtree jumps up against Byron Jones. I already figured I had this taken care of. And Crabtree comes down with the ball and then just runs 60 more yards for a touchdown to end the game. I was like, fuck you. Like, this isn't even possible.
Man, my dad
Crabtree, first of all, ain't got speed.
Dude, I tell you what, my dad don't want to play Madden with me no more because there was this time where I was on offense. I threw a pick, and he was running down the sideline. Well, I hit him. He fumbled, and the ball was like this close to going out of bounds. I scooped it up, and I scored on that play. He was like, I'm not playing football with you no more. I was like, man, come on.
It's too much.
The game, Madden, I don't know. I feel like 2K cheats me more than Madden. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be in the corner wide open. Especially like the new 2K. Oh, man. Yeah. Dude, I'll be driving in the lane. I'll kick it out. Someone will be wide open, and just like throw it out of bounds. I'm like, what?
See him start running off the court and shit. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah. Like, what?
That's why if people want to smoke with me on UFC, 2K, or Madden, I'll come meet y'all in person because I ain't trying to get no leg to make me lose the game.
Dude, that
For
UFC
real.
bag just pisses me off, man. I can't stand it.
Yo,
Drop
for
your
real,
hands and get a head kick.
I was fighting online, and I thought I need this full in the head, and the next thing I know, I'm on my back on the ground, and he's winning the fight. I was like,
Yeah.
I quit the fight. I was like, this is bullshit. I'm done. Like,
It'd be like that. Yeah, you'll lag. You'll try to throw an overhand, but it'll lag. And as soon as you throw it, he throws a head kick and then it'll knock you out and be like, what?
It's like on the shooter games, like you got to shoot ahead sometimes when it's lagging because it's jumping back and forth.
Man. We just got I was playing Warzone just a while ago. Look, like my first game of the night, we got a dub. But like I was finna just quit completely because we're playing on quads and I was like, man, like the worst homie was alive. So I'm like, that's it. Like, let's chalk it up.
We're done.
He brought us back, bro. And I went crazy. I was like, all right, that's enough. I'm done with these scrubs. Had to drop a 6-bomb on their head.
That's loud though.
that'd be me in the shooting games. I'd be the homie. Y'all be like, oh, I can't believe it's him, bro.
No, look, man, by luck, he was right there by a buy station. I said, hey, you got the money, buy us back. We'll win this.
Let us in.
Yeah, he did. I was like, let's go.
That's loud.
Man. So with this next card, Saturday, it's not the greatest, but I do see some potential good fights. Bobby Green fighting, Ed Herman fighting, Roxanne fighting. It's not that bad, but it's a bunch of averages. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of average fights. So
Definitely.
Yeah, they were really relying on that one fight that fell through. So the Santos fight.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, because I would have. To be honest, I probably would have just caught the main event.
True.
Oh man, Frank Camacho fighting.
Yeah, Camacho.
He was the guy that was fighting Jeff, and he tried to go Saiyan on Jeff real quick.
Yeah, and he's fighting Brock Weaver. Brock's a character too.
So that might be a good fight.
It might actually, to be honest. That's a main.
I hope we
That's
see
a
Ed Herman get the dub, and that'll be probably the best fight for me if he does.
Yeah.
Just because you're
I tell you whatever fights we call, if they win, that's just going to be the best fight for me if I get them right. So.
We're doing co-main, and I don't even know these guys. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know who the co-main guys are. Like,
Ottman,
yeah, I forgot. We said that shit like last week, but I forgot already too.
Worthy. I mean, one guy's undefeated. This other guy, let me see. He's 33. The other guy's 30.
I think I've seen Worthy fight before.
I don't think I've ever seen him fight. I may have. I just.
Yeah, he fought back in June against Luis Pena. I remember that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I've never seen this Ottman guy fight.
What's crazy though is I'm looking at Bare Knuckles card and Bellator's card for tomorrow, and both of those cards are way better than these UFC cards.
Who was it? I think I seen a thing on Ariel's posted that Bellator is fighting in Paris or something.
Machida's fighting.
Ooh.
Yeah, Phil Davis.
Yeah, he's fighting Phil Davis, and then
rematch.
Cat Zingano's fighting too.
Yeah. Holloway.
And then Bare Knuckle has Thiago Alves versus
Julian Lane.
Let Me Bang, and then Hector Lombard versus Kendall Grove.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching those.
Yeah, I gotta watch some Bare Knuckle. I usually catch the YouTube videos, but I might tune in. This is Saturday's card, or Friday tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, both of them. That and Bellator tomorrow.
Okay,
I have to watch that Bare Knuckle.
Okay.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if Let Me Bang won the fight though. Like,
I don't know. I think both my predictions for Bellator have been correct so far. I'm gonna check out the schedule. Machida versus Davis. Yeah.
It's like their second time fighting for sure, I believe.
I didn't even know Machida went to to
Been there for a minute.
Bellator. What?
That's like his third fight over there already.
Let's
Damn.
see.
Phil Davis is 21-5.
Who
Leoto's
won their
26.
first one? Phil Davis.
I want
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, who did win the first one?
I think it was Phil. Yeah,
Let's
Phil
see.
Davis won. Unanimous
It's a
decision.
wrestling machine. That's why I thought he was boring. Like he tried to wrestle the fuck out of everybody.
Who, Machida?
Yeah, Phil Davis.
Oh, Phil Davis. Yeah.
Nah, Machida was cold until John Jones almost killed him.
I was just about to say that. That's my fondest memory of Lyoto, to be honest.
Really, when Shogun knocked his head off, and then after that he started.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see Shogun win a belt. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Shogun he's a well-rounded mixed martial artist.
okay, so yeah, this is Machida's fourth fight at Bellator.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
He beat Chael, and then he lost
Uncle Chael, man, one of the best trash talkers to ever do it.
American Gangster.
Yes, sir.
I really wish he should not have taken Anderson Silva down in that fight. In that fifth round, he should have just kept standing up because he was beating him standing up.
He would have won, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been a champion. Instead, he's a great fighter who just never was champ.
Yeah, he said, Anderson Silva, you are. What did he say? You are the.
Bro, he was great for sound bites.
He called out Silva in the corniest way ever. He said, "You are the sorriest something." He said,
"Oh yeah,
you suck." He said, "Anderson Silva, you suck. You are the sorriest."
He used to crack me up when he fought. Was it Vitor?
Oh yeah.
He said 6'1". Before I met you, I never knew they could pile crap that high. I was like, oh my god.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I gotta show you this video on YouTube. It's super funny. It was a Brazil, what is it, press? So it was this.
He almost got kidnapped in Brazil.
Really?
Yeah, like because he was talking all that shit, and he had
messing with Vanderlei.
Yeah, when he was fighting, and he said him and his wife were riding. They were riding on the highway, and 3 cars pulled up and pulled him off the road and got out and started talking. Like, pulled him out the car, and I was like, Jesus Christ!
All right, let me know if y'all can see the screen.
I can. Yeah, that's dope.
All right, look, watch this shit.
Question is for Chael and for Vanderlei Silva. We have been waiting 3 years until your fight. So, what is your feeling now, Chael?
Hello, sweet potato. What was the question? I was a little distracted. What'd you say?
My question was, what is your feeling now, Chael?
Pretty excited, as a matter of fact. But back to the fight.
I was watching. I forgot what it was. Like when those little MMA clips or like funny moments, or whatever. He called her a sweet potato. I started rolling, bro. This shit was so funny.
I was talking to Aramis about this one day. I was like, how come Conor's trash talk was so much better than Chael's?
It's the way Conor carries himself. Because Chael was
he knocking people out.
That's what Aramis said. Aramis said Conor believes what he says.
Yeah.
And that's just him. He's being him. It's genuine. He's like Chael was trying to sell himself.
Yeah.
That's what you see. That's what you see in Colby right now. Colby is way more like Chael than anybody I've ever seen before.
Oh yeah, you could tell it's not his real self. Like Conor was having so much fun with it, and he was doing what he said he would do. Like with Cerrone, or who was it? I think it was Aldo or something. He said, I'm gonna sleep him in the first or whatever, and he did it. Like people.
He was, oh my God, he was getting in on Aldo, taking his belt several times.
Mm-hmm.
He was yelling pussy at him from a car. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Chael, he's so funny. I mean, not Chael. Sorry, Conor. He's so funny. He'll be at the press conferences. He'll be laughing in your face. Like calling you out of your name, just being a jokester. He'll come up and grab your belt type of shit and just
throw a dolly through a bus.
Yeah.
That's how you knew that he wasn't going to be Khabib, because it wasn't the same Conor at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wasn't being funny. He was mad.
He was actually mad, yeah.
drunk a lot.
Mm-hmm. off that proper 12, you know.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Like,
Yeah, I've heard. I need to drink some of it, man.
I need to check it out.
You know, that's the thing. Like, even when Conor fought, when he fought Mayweather.
Mayweather.
I like both.
he
I
was
like
believing
both. Yeah, I like both fighters, and I knew like just from the way it was, like Mayweather's already going to have the advantage. You know, it's a boxing setting. But like, even if you watch back, like Conor did a really good job in that fight. Other than like, you know, the few mistakes of having mixed martial arts background, but
Definitely.
I feel like that
he was
ref.
definitely relying on that kiss of death. Like,
Yeah, he was really trying to sleep him with the left hand. Yeah.
man,
Been fucking
Look,
crazy too if he would have.
I respect what Mayweather did as a boxer. I got to point out though, and people are gonna hate me. They hate me every time I say it. He boxed a lot of people outside of their prime.
Oh yeah, but it's smart, you know.
He fought Manny hurt and past his prime, even though Manny, you know, came back and beat Thurman and shit. Like,
Yeah.
but I honestly believe that fight would have been way better 5 years back.
Well,
Both of them completely healthy. Like,
Definitely.
other than Canelo, like you're right, he pretty much fought everyone out of his prime, and that fight was you could say Canelo won that fight too. You know, if you wanted to be if you wanted to be real particular, but what he did was smart, and I mean he kind of made the way. It's like Conor, you know, he kind of made the way for these boxers, these fighters. Like yeah, they were making money, but now they're making like buku money. Yeah. And I mean, I've been a big fan of UFC and mixed martial arts before Conor McGregor was a thing, but I still appreciate what he did for the fighters, because now people like I didn't even know cared about fighting or posting fights on Facebook. You know, hey, who's watching the fight? Where y'all watching it? Like I didn't even know you guys watched, you know, UFC or casuals. Yeah, exactly. Made it more interesting for the casuals to want to watch it.
Boy, they'd be so irritating too.
Yeah, and my poor wife, you know, she likes Jorge because she just got into it. You know, she's a Jorge fan, of course, casual. And she likes Amanda Nunes, of course, you know, Amanda's the GOAT. But
for sure,
I had to like explain to her because she watched these fights with me and she sees like they're wrestling. Oh, get up and box. I'm like, babe, this ain't boxing. You know, this is mixed martial arts. There's different elements that apply. And she gets mad. She hates Khabib. She's like, all he does is take people down and choke them. He's good at it. He's good at what he does.
Hey, that what was it, the Michael Johnson fight when he was begging him to just give up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my God, that was heartbreaking because I like Michael Johnson.
Conor, well, let's talk now.
But I don't understand because I feel like Khabib didn't realize that he started that whole situation.
Yeah. Even with Tony,
he was being way too mad about a situation that he started.
Yeah,
because corner one of my homies with a bunch of your friends and smack him in the face. For sure, I'm showing up wherever you're at that moment.
Yeah,
and that's what Conor did. That's why I still respect him. Like, and then
he really went out of his way after you win the fight. You go and try to jump on his team. Like, who does that?
And I don't know if y'all saw, but what's his name? Dylan Dennis.
Oh, I hate Dylan.
But Dylan was putting them hands on Khabib. Like,
yeah, he was smacking him upside his head.
he was hitting him upside his head several times.
He was hitting him upside his head. That shit was so funny.
I don't know who the two guys were that were Khabib's homeboys. But, man, fuck y'all. That's some more hoe shit than what anybody else did. Was to jump in the ring and attack a man who's already been beat.
Yeah.
And one of y'all got dropped.
Yeah, I don't care for Khabib. I always pick against him, and even for this 254 card, I'm gonna pick against him because
I am too. But I honestly believe in this one this time.
Get it go.
Oh yeah, I actually feel better about it than I did like previous. I actually thought Dustin was gonna give him the work, but he just tried too hard for that choke. And Khabib was just good, man. He's good.
He too strong for everybody at 155.
Yeah, most definitely. He
can't go anywhere else though. Like he can't go up because he'll get manhandled. Like,
oh yeah.
Unless he's just gonna wrestle everybody, but that ain't gonna work for everybody. 170 got a lot of wrestlers too.
170 is one of those weight classes where it's just well rounded. You know, you look at guys.
He definitely couldn't win the belt at 170.
No, he could probably get ranked. Yeah, yeah. Usman would put him to work.
And man, I think it's irritating because since I've been wrong so many on my picks, I might have to go Kobe next week. Like,
hey, yeah. It's crazy because we weren't doing the podcast then, but I had picked Usman out of spite on Kobe, but this time around I'm leaning more towards Kobe.
Well, Kobe showed a lot in that Usman fight.
Oh yeah, he did, and especially like the first couple rounds when they were just duking it out. I was like, man, I don't think this can stay on the feet because Kobe's he's applying the pressure right now. He ended up getting caught. End of the story right there.
When they go back and show that replay of that punch every time, you see that jaw break. Like his jaw completely just moved away from his face.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah.
He broke my jaw. Well, you got 10 more minutes. No, fuck you. You need to listen to what I'm saying right now.
Yeah. That's almost like that's like the George St. Pierre situation when he said, "Hey, I pulled my groin." He said, "Hit him with your groin." Seriously, they said after Showtime, there's no more strip clubs in Waco. That's crazy. I was gonna turn Manny's on the River to a strip.
Growing up in Waco, always hearing all them names. What was the Sonny's BYOB?
Sonny's, yeah. Damn, man.
That's the
bro. On the real, I miss old Waco. Like growing up Waco, like
most deaf.
Like I see Waco now every time I come into town. Like I go down to the city. They trying to gentrify the north side like crazy.
Yeah, even Belmead, man. I grew up in Belmead, and they've changed it so much. Like, I'm like, man, this ain't Belmead no more. They got Automax where Texaco used to be. Beverage Barn ain't even really the Beverage Barn no more. Man.
Bro, like, I remember old Belton, or old Belmead,
like Christmas lights for the parade.
The old Dollar Theater over there and shit.
Yeah.
There used to be a Blimpies over there back over by the railroad tracks.
It's crazy because I had went to the last Christmas parade on Belmead Drive, and I remember way back in the Gap, they used to have the nice lights and shit up on the post and stuff. They don't even do that no more, man. I'm like, this is bougie, man.
They get rid of that bank too, huh?
Yeah, they are. They're tearing down American Bank.
Yeah. They tearing down the old Hillcrest Hospital. That shit pissed me off.
I was born there.
My stepdad growing up, the guy who raised me, he worked there my whole life until he died when I was 13. But he worked there my whole childhood, so I was there all the time.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I was
born. And then growing up in the north side, it was right down the road. So
that's crazy, man.
That is crazy.
So this next week card, they haven't even filled it out yet. It looks like they only have the main and co-main.
Yeah, I keep waiting for them to.
I don't know why they do that.
Hey, what do y'all think about us being a free agent right now?
Wait, say it again.
Who? What do y'all think about Brock Lesnar being a free agent right now?
Oh, Brock.
So I think he just signed something with Vince, didn't he?
Let me see.
I could be wrong.
I know that right now Bellator and UFC are fighting for him. Bellator wants to sign him for one fight deal for him and Fedor to fight. And then UFC wants him to come in and fight John.
I mean, Brock was a pay-per-view god when he was in the UFC. So
only because of his name, not because
Well, yeah, because WWE fans are crazy. They're going to support their guy.
Boy, yeah, they thought CM Punk was going to make it.
That was
funny. Mickey Gall came and whopped his ass.
I swear. Mickey Gall fighting in the next week, too.
Is he?
Yeah, on Sherdog, it showed the whole card. It's Kobe, Woodley, Cerrone,
Price.
That's
right. Cerrone fights.
Then they got like
Nico Price.
Mackenzie Dern.
That's such a bad fight for
Mackenzie
Cowboy,
Dern,
man.
Marcos.
I'm telling you that's a really tough fight for Cowboy. Nico is not the.
Nico fights so crazy, it's unreal. Like,
oh man, when he's in the octagon, he's like it's like two roosters you put together. He's like he got the biggest razors. He's just going at you crazy.
Yeah, because that him and Jeff fight was insane.
Man,
Chimaev is fighting too. Check Catmat. Chimaev.
Yeah.
Chimaev.
They asked Dana about that. They were like, "Why did you book them back to back?" And he was like, "Well, look, I know my fighters pretty well, and he told me that he wanted a bunch of fights, so we signed him on multiple fights. Like, if he does this, it's gonna make him look good."
Well, that's the thing. I see where Dana's coming from, but at the same time, like, what if he doesn't win? Like, who does he fight? Mearshart. Gerald Mearshart. Yeah. If he doesn't beat Mearshart, then does he really get the Maia fight? I mean, Maia did lose his last fight, so it would make sense. But if he wins, then I feel like it should be over a Maia fight. You know what I mean? He should be fighting someone over Maia.
For real. Now he on just a hell of a road.
Yeah,
I just got some bad news on UFC, guys.
What happened?
Well, I guess the Tony Ferguson Dustin Poirier fight ain't happening.
Oh yeah, I seen that today. I was gonna mention that. Dustin said they didn't come to terms, so he doesn't want to do it on October 24th.
I think it's pretty cool though because Tony's supposed to be a stand-in for the Gaethje Khabib fight.
Another Gaethje versus Tony too.
If that's the only way we get the fight, I'll go hurt Justin Gaethje right now. Like,
yeah. He said, I'll go give him COVID.
It sucks, but I feel like more like what Cashie said. We'd wind up seeing a Ferguson Gaethje 2 before we see Ferguson and
Khabib. Yeah.
That fight's so cursed, man. It's crazy.
It is very crazy. Like,
what?
I literally when this whole COVID thing happened, I would literally want to blame that fight. I wanted to blame them for booking that fight. I'm like, y'all had to book the fight because now we got this damn virus. Man,
that's just
I feel like that fight, it would be something they'd have to book the day of. They'd have to be like, all right, we got both guys here.
Y'all good? You good?
Yeah. Now let's fight. We're gonna do it right now.
Look, they don't even tell the fans.
You thought this was the weigh-ins?
Yeah. Hey, no, forget I don't care if Khabib comes in at 186 pounds and Tony comes in at 155. They gotta do it.
So look, I'm thinking.
That shit would be crazy.
I'm thinking that somebody needs to get in contact with all the people in charge and be like, look, we need 1 year. We need a tournament once a year where it's an open weight tournament.
That'd be loud.
And the baddest pound for pound fighters each year figure out really who is the pound for pound best fighter. That'd be so great.
If they want to, yeah.
They need to do a Royce Gracie style thing. Like if you win, the next guy comes in fresh. You know what I mean? And see how far.
Like arcade games.
Yeah.
Like you finish one guy, and the next guy come out.
That's how you got to do it. I feel like Tony would succeed in that shit.
Hey, UFC should just have a Royal Rumble each year.
That'd be crazy.
Hey, a UFC tag match.
It's like they had a thing like in Russia with like 4-on-4.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
That's CTE all over though. Like
yeah, like one person gets knocked out, then they start jumping them.
Man.
I've been watching this. I forgot the name of it now, but it's on YouTube. It's like this underground fight thing.
Oh yeah.
Some of them guys, man, because they have a whole cage and everything.
Waco had a fight thing. I don't know what happened to that.
I want to start an underground fight thing.
I want it to be like legit underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I want to sanctify it to make sure like I don't go to jail for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what's that thing?
Somebody get beat up, they snitching.
Yeah, they go and tell. We're like,
I'm trying to think of that. You know what? It's on YouTube. It's like they have like, you might be watching the same thing, Caleb. It's like where they have a fence and it's in a backyard kind of thing. Yeah, I've been watching that for a hot minute. But their stuff's actually legit. Like the guys got everything koshered and certified and
Yeah,
everything.
they got a rep in there.
Street
shit.
Beefs. It's called Street Beefs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, there used to be one back in the day, felony fights.
Yeah, felony fights.
Bro, those kill each other.
Throwback.
Like,
Man, I want to see what's his face's son, Kimbo's son, fighting Street Beefs.
I want to see Jorge go fight somebody in Street Beefs.
I don't know. I don't think anybody can hold him.
So me and Aramis have a theory because I'm a big guy and he's a big guy. So I always ask him, I'll be like, can you fight that guy? He's like, yeah, I think as long as he's not light heavyweight, we're good. Because we can just put the weight. Yeah, 205 is the cutoff. I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably cut it off at 185.
Man, you look at a guy like Jared Cannonier at 185.
Well, I don't want to fight Paulo Costa.
Apollo Costa,
yeah. These guys are just beefy.
Big. Yeah, because I'm gonna hit that motherfucker once. He don't move.
I gotta get the buffest photos for that part right there. Both of them just just the buffest photo of both of them.
Look, he gonna put like a picture of me versus Paulo Costa.
Yeah, it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be an actual UFC poster though. I gotta get you a poster with the belt though, like this. Man. Polo.
When y'all get a chance, I want y'all to go watch the felony fight one time. There was this guy one time. I don't remember the name of it, but they found this weird guy. He was hunting lizards in the desert. And like they had these two like Native American guys, and they were there to fight, and one of them backed out. And so his homeboy came in to fight the weird lizard guy, and they went for 15 minutes, bro, of just hitting each other in the face, over and over and over again. One of the greatest fights I've ever seen. I still don't remember the name, but all I remember is the guy was like, "Yeah, I was out here looking for lizards." I was like,
bro, it's funny because street beefs is cool because the people actually have beef with each other. Like they settle it, you know. But what you're saying, like these guys just went and found two random ass dudes.
That's fucking crazy. You gonna make $50? Hell yeah.
Oh man,
I think that's what bum fights do, honestly. Like
for real. You want to make mixed sandwich? Yeah.
But yeah, you want to make chicken? I got you.
Yeah, for real.
He's like, fuck, I need a meal, man. Go ahead. Here, I'll get you the whole combo.
You knock them out, I'll get you a milkshake.
So guys, like,
hey, the press conference, he'd be like, so what motivated you for this win?
I don't know how to feel about those fights.
He's like, what motivated you to win? Well, they offered me this milkshake and I just couldn't pass it down. I haven't had one in years.
They told me if I get fired tonight, I get fries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love this. This is a great episode.
To be honest, this is a sleeper one. People gotta really tune in. Man, let's see. They got Ortega versus Korean Zombie as a main event, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about that fight.
We ain't seen Ortega fight since Holloway. I think
that's what I'm saying.
Broken. Like
you've been doing too many beer commercials, Modelo commercials.
Yeah, every time I see one, I'm like, no, you need to get back to training.
Yeah.
Like,
that fighting spirit. Now he's drinking Modelo, playing Call of Duty. Hey, but the Jocko versus Meredov is going to be a good fight. Man, that card looks good. Jimmy Cruz fighting. Damn, October's going to have some good cards. I mean, Polo Costa and Izzy's going to be a good fight too. If it ain't like Romero, Izzy.
Hopefully, they have way too much going against each other right now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be real. I think Polo is kind of. I think he's fruity. I think he's not. I don't think he's straight. To be honest, I be seeing him. I'm like, this guy looks fruity.
He be saying a lot of Ricky Martin references.
I mean, he's fighting a guy who died of campaign.
True.
They might hug each other in the cage.
No.
Man,
make him act better.
I miss Joe Rogan. Honestly, his commentating has me laughing, man.
Hey man, We need to keep
He
this
be missing me
podcast
sometimes,
going, and
but-
hopefully at some point, since he in Austin now, we're gonna be on his show. Like that's
Oh man,
That'd be
that
live.
would be the most epic episode.
Shout out to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, for real.
shout out Joe Rogan. We're gonna try to tag him in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and post it on his Twitter and have everybody spam it for $5. Cash App. Everybody spam Joe Rogan.
Have y'all
We
seen
lit.
any of the episodes since he been at Austin?
Seen him with posts. I watched like some of it
Bro, they were tripping too hard on that. Like,
on the episode.
yeah,
Man, it's crazy because you could tell when Joe has actually like done some crazy shit because the way he talks and the way like he like just moves is crazy. He'll be talking about some shit. He'd be saying big words. I'm like, bro, he on some shit right now.
Yeah, he a fool with it.
Yeah.
He smokes
I
and
want to
trains.
like Post Malone, but every time, man, he's annoying as fuck. Like,
Yeah, I love his music, man. Don't get me wrong.
really good music,
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's just a weirdo, dude.
bro. When he took his hat off, I didn't realize he had shaved his head
Yeah,
until
he
I
ran
didn't
out of
know
room
that
for
either.
tats. He ran out of room. He said, "I gotta do something with this to get some more tats."
That's crazy.
he's the perfect
Put random shit
example.
on the shit too.
He's the perfect example of women love money over anything else. Like,
So yeah, that's. Oh, go ahead.
if a woman looks at him and be like, yeah, he's cute, I'm like, nah, you attract the money hoe. Like,
Yeah. So that's a real conversation. This is my theory, and I want to get y'all's input on this. So, for a man that has no money, it's almost impossible for him to get a woman that has money, like a Beyonce or something. But
Yeah.
the story is flipped. A man with a lot of money will have a woman that has nothing, no money. You know what I mean? Like, look at Drake's. Oh, Drake's baby mama's a porn star, but that's not the case. But I'm saying, like, 9 times out of 10, that's how it works. A man with a lot of money will go after a woman with no money, but just because of who she is. But a woman with a lot of money will not date a man or marry a person who has no money.
I think that's just man. I don't want this episode to like go the wrong way. Hold on, let me figure out how to word this.
Yeah,
I guess that's just like the women mentality, man. Like, a man is willing to pull a woman up. A woman already wants you to be up if she's up. Like,
Yeah, no, most definitely. And I think that's just because of the way that men are portrayed. Like, we're supposed to be the stronger, the more set in the relationship or just in general. But that's not always the case, But I just always looked at it like that. I'm like, man, I see all these celebrity women. Like, they never have no just some random dude off Instagram, like, boyfriend. They never do.
Oprah has Stedman.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even think that's him staying in the house though. Like,
Hey, she bought him his own. If someone's willing to buy me my own guest house, I'm cool with it.
that's what I always said.
Hey,
Like,
whatever,
you get
yeah.
Oprah, I'm like, damn right, shit.
But yeah, like
Damn straight.
the Kardashians are like a prime example of that. They're always dating famous men, like famous people that already have money.
Well, I mean, to an extent, you can't really say Chris Humphries was that.
But Chris
Famous,
Humphries was in
but-
the NBA. He had money. Lamar Odom, Travis Scott, Kanye West.
Bro, did
Yeah,
you know
they
Kim Kardashian dated
they
Miles
sack
Austin?
chasers anyway.
Yeah. What'd you say, Caleb? You said
Kim Kardashian dated Miles Austin. I never knew that back when he was a Cowboy.
Miles Austin played for the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, I do.
We've had bad luck with wide receivers, man.
Y'all have bad luck with trying to steal our players.
Yeah, Murray. Yeah. That's why when Byron Jones was a free agent, they were like, should the Eagles sign him? I'm like, no. We don't need him.
Yeah.
I think on the way out, if Jerry knows they sign with the Eagles, he flies them a big check. It's like, hey, go have a bad season.
It's possible. It's possible.
Probably.
Well, I don't know.
He can afford
DeMarco was like when we played the Cowboys, he had this run where he like hurdled a Cowboy or something, and he was like he was on the sideline like in their face and shit, and I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
DeMarco should have waited a little bit because I understand what Dallas was doing. He wanted a big paycheck, but they were like, you've only given us one healthy season.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
And to our fault, he fell into a Chip Kelly system where we ran from the shotgun, and he's a north-south kind of guy.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah, that was a bad call on Chip Kelly's part because Chip Kelly's offense needed speed, and DeMarco Murray was a power back.
Yeah,
really.
and then we got Ryan Matthews, and he was decent, but again, we kept running from the shotgun, and it like when does that ever work? Like other than college, we weren't running sweeps.
Or Madden.
Yeah, Madden. When the verticals don't really work like that, shoot. Yeah, and Sam Bradford. I regretted being an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I couldn't ride with Sam.
I
But I'll take that back. There was a few games where I had to ride with Kitna. So
tell you one game where I was a Sam Bradford fan. John Kitna.
Hold on. There were way worse quarterbacks that had to back up Tony Romo. Kyle Orton.
Sam Bradford. Not Sam Bradford. And the older dude, he played for the Vikings.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, he was bad. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he was bad. And, Kyle Orton was bad too.
Kyle Orton was bad.
He played for the Vikings and he was our backup quarterback. Older.
I'm trying to think.
Nobody has
Not Matt Cassell, right?
Nah. It was like
Matt Cassell was definitely the worst quarterback Tony Romo had backing him up.
Oh yeah, probably definitely yeah.
Dude, I remember that. Oh, Matt Hasselbeck. I remember that playoff game when they went into overtime, and Matt Hasselbeck was like, they won the toss. He was like, we want the ball. We're gonna go score. And he threw a pick six. I was like, you're stupid.
Oh, man. Well, okay, here's a great question. What's been the biggest letdown moment you've had as an Eagles fan and Big R as a Cowboys fan?
Man,
the catch
for Dez.
Also, the Romo fumble.
I tell you what. I tell you 3 times that like in recent memory that I can think of that were pretty let down for me. 2 against the Cowboys, both overtimes. There was one where Jason Witten was wide ass open to win the game for the Cowboys in overtime, and then the second one was where Rasul Douglas tipped the pass and Cooper still caught it and scored. I'm like, what? The most recent one was the Alshon catch in the Saints playoff game. Because we were about to score. It hits him in the chest, bounces off, and then Lattimore picks it off. I'm like, you got to be kidding.
Well, honestly, the Eagles got to move on from Alshon because
he's a virus, bro. I'm telling people.
He's had only a few good seasons when he was in Chicago. He's really slow.
Yeah, I give it this. Alshon's first year with us. He won the Super Bowl in his first year with us. He was probably next to Ertz was probably the most important piece on offense because he was actually sort of fast. He was slim. He looks like a tight end right now. And he played through a bunch of injuries, which I appreciate that for him, especially like that Vikings game. He had like a torn shoulder. He still like scored a touchdown, even in the Super Bowl. But it's like the next year, I don't know what happened. It's like motivation just slipped. I guess the Foles leaving situation. I don't know what he has against Wentz. So
that broke the locker room quite a bit.
Yeah, and then again, we lost a lot of key pieces like LeGarrette Blount. We needed that power back. We lost Chris Long. Chris Long was a real key piece on defense that people don't really see that. He was a good pass rusher. So yeah, I think right now we're in a good spot. It's just injuries. But dude, I've being an Eagles fan, there's been plenty of times where I've been let down.
I mean, I'm sure y'all gonna have way more injuries before the season's over. So,
dude, that's my thing. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to play Washington, but I just know for a fact 2 or 3 people are gonna get injured in this game.
Well, look, you're gonna watch that whole game. You're gonna pretty much be sitting around the whole season, and every time somebody gets close to Carson Wentz, you're gonna get worried.
Yeah, I do. Well, last season, to be honest, I wasn't really that like that stressed about him because he was playing pretty well. I wasn't really worried about him getting injured. But right now that we have offensive line issues and like the teams we play, specifically Dallas, Washington, they have good defensive lines. So yeah, I'm kind of concerned. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they want to do. Jalen Hurts or if it's Nate Sudfeld, we'll see.
I'm mad Dallas let Robert Quinn go.
Yeah, the defensive line is older now.
I'm disappointed in DeMarcus Lawrence's performance last year, so he better show up this year.
Turn it up. Sure.
Yeah, did you ever realize that they let DeMarcus go to draft DeMarcus?
Yeah.
That was the same year DeMarcus Ware left, and they brought DeMarcus Lawrence in.
I'll tell you one thing. I've been really disappointed in the Eagles, like drafting, like last 4 or 5 years at least. I seen a post on one of the pages I follow. I think it was the 2017 or 16 draft. Whenever we drafted Sidney Jones, I think we had 8 or 9 picks. We only have 2 players from that draft still on our roster. Everyone else was either cut or released. I'm like, that's really bad.
Bad picks of people they want to sign or re-sign.
Our GM.
So when Dallas drafted Zeke, here's how I think the draft should have gone if I would have been in that war room. The first pick would have been Jalen Ramsey, not Zeke, for Dallas. And then in the second round, Dallas could have drafted Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And then in the 4th round, still pick Dak up.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
That would have been great.
It's crazy because even like this year's draft, we could have got Denzel Mims and we drafted Jalen Hurts. Made me mad. Last year we could have got who was it? We could have got I can't think of his name. The wide receiver on Seattle right now.
Metcalf.
We could have drafted Metcalf. And we drafted we drafted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Who? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, man. So we got CeeDee Lamb, which I knew was probably going to happen.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Jerry Jeudy from Alabama would have fell into our laps. Because I don't know if y'all seen any film on him.
Jerry Jeudy he's a decorated route runner. He's pretty fast.
I like him both. I like Jefferson's from LSU too.
We could have got Justin Jefferson. We drafted Jalen Reagor.
What do y'all think that what's his name, the quarterback from LSU last year?
Burrow.
How do you think he's going to do in Cincinnati?
I tell you what, he's going to do good. Reason why? I think Palmer did. I mean, not Palmer. The guy y'all have now,
Dalton.
redhead.
Dalton.
Dalton always did good. Yeah, Dalton always did good. He always had the stats because of his receiving core, Tyler Boyd, A.J. Green. Those guys are relatively healthy. I think he'll do good. They got a good tight end too, I think, unless he went – I think he went to the – I don't remember. Anyways, I think he'll do decent. It's just their defense. They don't have nobody on defense. So
I like Burrow's personality. I like how he just has a swagger about him.
Oh, yeah.
He's very confident in himself.
It could have been worse. He could have went to the Browns. I mean,
are they still going to try to make Baker work?
Yeah, I think so. I've watched some things from Baker and like camp. He might not be the best quarterback, but I will say one thing: he could throw a tight spiral. That guy can throw a ball pretty tight. I mean, it's
when he got his last year at Oklahoma, I called it. I was like, because he exactly reminded me of Manziel.
Yeah.
And I hated Manziel so much because I was a Baylor fan and I've always hated A&M. So
yeah.
And I'm so glad that Manziel fell apart in the NFL.
Horribly.
Yeah, he didn't make it in Canada or nothing like that either. You know,
I'm glad we didn't draft him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because Jerry was about to draft him, and Steven told him no. We're going to draft Zach Martin instead.
Y'all did. I laughed at the Cowboys for drafting offensive line like 3 years back to back, but then I ended up getting laughed at later because I was like, wait, they got like the best offensive line now. Minus some injuries this year, but
It pisses us off too sometimes.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Picks.
Well, it pisses me off now. It pisses me off now because we lost Travis Frederick. So that's a big piece gone. But he was gone last year. We still were fighting. So
Didn't we let you guys draft?
Tyron's aged so much in the years, and he's still young, but his body is so beat up already that really all we can rely on now on that O-line is Zach Martin.
Yeah. Didn't you guys draft Tyler Biadasz?
I think so. We drafted last year. We drafted a lineman too. So
Yeah. Cowboys line draft. Because we actually traded with y'all so y'all could pick him. I thought we were going to pick him, and then we didn't. We ended up getting Jack Driscoll. Where's it at? It was a center. What is this? Us all time. I don't care about all time. What? Man, Taco Charleston, what a draft pick he was.
Right.
man, I was excited for him too. But Dallas has always been known for making the gambles work.
Yeah, it was Tyler Biadasz. Oh yeah.
Like, the Jalen Smith gamble was perfect. It worked out amazing. Jalen Smith, in my mind, is one of the best linebackers in the league right now.
Honestly, I like Van Der Esch a lot.
Yeah, Van Der Esch good
He
too.
gives me like Luke Kuechly vibes.
Yeah, I like their little duo with the like.
Wish I could say that about our linebacker group.
People keep asking all the time, why do they keep Sean Lee around? That's the exact reason Sean Lee is still on that team.
Yeah.
Is because they want a great veteran there to coach those players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you pair the three together, that's a real good linebacking
I mean,
group.
Sean Lee, when he still plays, when he has healthy games, still has great games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if they all three on the field, that's like the nastiest trio.
Yeah, to be honest.
I'm worried about our secondary this year.
That's actually one of the like oddly that's one of the like my least worries for our team. Offensive line, of course, our linebacking group, but I think we're running a lot of nickel this year, so we're only going to have like one linebacker on the field. Yeah, we'll just have a bunch of DBs. That's why I think we kept like 9 or something crazy like that. But overall, our defense I think is going to be super solid. It's just our offense. I mean, if you can't score points, you can't win games. So we'll see. But shoot, I think I got 4 minutes left on this one. It's going to be a long episode. I think we did a good job on covering a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely football for back off, kickoff.
Yeah. Next week we'll get more into the role for UFC and stuff because this card is just not what it is. But for sure. Yeah. With that being said,
Waterson.
you got Waterson. Oh yeah, we got to make our picks. Hold on.
All right, you going Waterson? I'm going Hill.
Oh, Angela Hill. You know what? What about for the co? I mean, we don't really know those guys. The co-man.
I'm gonna go with the guy that has lost already.
You got Worthy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna actually say the opposite. I'm gonna say Ottman, the undefeated guy. He'll get the dub, and I'm gonna rock with. I'm going Waterson. I'm picking.
Ottman too. Ottman and Waterson.
So you got Angela. Why we got? Look now. Caleb's like, fuck. I picked the opposite.
Hey, but that might if he right on both, that's gonna help his record, and we.
And ours are going down for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, let's
gamble.
I got the guys who were projected to win.
Look, I'm about to text Aramis in the morning to see who he picking real quick.
Tell him, hey, I need you to pick them now.
Look, wait. I'm gonna be Aramis right now. I got Worthy and Angela Hill.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no, for sure. But all right, guys. Shoot, we covered a lot. I think. I'll let you guys go. Tune in next week. Got more UFC talk. It's your boy Cashie, Caleb Dabbs, and Big R down below. Deuces, y'all.
Yeah,
Later.